CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
60 minutes away from glory.
The time is now. It's our time.
It's surreal. Gotta make it count.
We're finally here. Always wanted to touch that trophy.
Never take this for granted. Let's be relentless.
Do whatever it takes. Get this, baby.
Well, I can't believe this is happening. This is something we never dreamed of. Could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Let's win this. Let's win this. Let's win this. Let's win this. Let's win this.
And again, welcome back to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And Jim asked Phil Simms if your name wasn't Simms and it was Harbaugh instead. So you were coaching one of these two teams. What would you tell them here at the very start?
Well, I think for the players, this is an emotional time. No doubt about it. They've been waiting for it for 2 weeks. So make sure you don't overplay a play on the offense or defense and make a big mistake that actually could cost you the game early.
Tonight's game being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. Looking at LaMichael James, rookie second rounder out of Oregon. Had a touchdown in the NFC Championship game against Atlanta. And there's a rookie who's been quite a difference maker this season for the Ravens. 3 game-winning kicks, including the one from 47 yards at Denver to end the 4th longest game in NFL history. Justin Tucker. It's Tucker driving it all the way to the back of the end zone and through the end zone, bringing Kaepernick out to the 20. The 25-year-old second-year quarterback who's been the hot buzz around the NFL this past month. Huge performance against Green Bay and led him back from 17 down against Atlanta. His offensive line has been intact all season. Not missed a single start that first 5. Crabtree has really been a presence since Kaepernick took over. They start with 2 tight ends, Davis and Walker. Right away from the pistol. Play action and thrown it down the field. And he's got his man. It's Vernon Davis with the catch and a gain of 20 with Pollard there to defend. There was a flag. And the Niners are coming back.
Illegal formation offense. The tight end number 85 was covered up by the wideout. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Yeah, Jim, I could see it when they came out. Here's a wide receiver covering the end man on the line of scrimmage, which was the tight end. And when I was up here, I said, looks like an illegal formation. And they threw the flag on it.
Wipes out a 20-yard gain. 1st and 15. Now they run it to Gore, and he's stuffed. No gain. Ellerby there to meet him. The Ravens defense has come together come playoff time. Healthy. Nada, one of the best on that defensive front. Ray Lewis in his years as a Raven. 27 years overall as a football player. It ends at the end of today. His fabulous football career. And Reed is back home in his city of New Orleans, where he was raised. 2nd and 15. He split out Walker to the right. Kaepernick with a fake. Jones is decked. And there's a sideline pass. Incomplete. It's ruled to Walker.
Boy, right off from the start, Jim, just what we kind of talked about. A play they've been practicing all week long, just lining up, and the 49ers line up wrong, take away a big play. Of course, anytime you have a quarterback like Colin Kaepernick, an excellent thrower on the run, early in the game, get him outside, easy throws. Nerves did not become a part of it, but nobody open for him that time.
Backed up into 3rd and 15. And they go draw. Gore hurdles ahead, but picks up only 3. Ran into the arms of Ray Lewis.
Well, that's a call for the Super Bowl right there, being very conservative. Greg Roman, offensive coordinator for the 49ers, knowing the game, the emotions, and just realizing pretty tough to catch up or to pick up a first down in that situation.
An all-pro punter, Andy Lee, to send it down to the all-pro returner of the Ravens, Jacoby Jones. Jones, he's got separation here. He's out across the 40 and near midfield. Excellent starting point coming up for Baltimore. Here comes Joe Flacco. What a postseason. Without a mistake, 8 touchdowns, no picks. Taking leadership of this team. His line got shifted around come playoff time. What a difference that's made. McKinney, who did not start all regular season, been great at left tackle or moved to the right side. Then you got some game breakers like Torrey Smith and Ray Rice and Anquan Bolden. And an X factor in Dennis Pitta, who sees a lot of action. They got Jacoby Jones in. Going to open up with 3 wideouts. They remove Rice now from the backfield. Flacco dumps it to Vontae Leach. He takes it over to the Niners side of the field and picks up about 8.
Really good job by the Ravens. Why did they come out in 3 wide receivers, Jim? They want to spread the defense. They got the best pass rusher for the 49ers, Aldon Smith, out in space on a wide receiver, not near the line of scrimmage. Everybody covered. Good job of dropping it off by Joe Flacco.
2 tight ends, 2nd and 2. And it's Rice. Straight ahead for a first down. Gain of 4. Running right at that San Francisco defensive front that's led by Justin Smith, the heart and soul of the 49ers defense. What a linebacking group they have with Patrick Willis, an all-pro every year in the league. And some heavy hitters at safety, Goldson and Whitner. 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 39. Flacco leaves it, open man, he's got Smith. Torrey Smith with the catch.
That's the time to throw against this defense. Is on first down. Everybody's having great success lately against the 49er defense. Torrey Smith, when that football was thrown, I thought that was going to be a little too high, but he's tall and he attacks the football while it's in the air, and catching the football while a defender is near, that has really helped the Ravens here late.
And into the red zone from the 19, and there's a nice defensive play by Ahmad Brooks in on Rice. Holds him to a yard.
Well, Ahmad Brooks on the outside is a fast guy. Number 55, top of your screen, not blocked. They thought the fake reverse would get him out of there. He had nothing to do with that. He attacked Ray Rice.
2nd and 9. Play action. Flacco in trouble. Rolls out. Throws it toward the end zone and through the end zone. McDonald was chasing after Flacco at first. Pass thrown in the area of Torrey Smith.
Well, there's nobody open. Look at the 2 wide receivers. They are basically double covered. The Baltimore Ravens trying to catch them off guard, going for the score that time, but the San Francisco 49ers, the one thing they do, of course, don't want to do is give up the big pass plays down the field, playing very safe.
There you see the last 8 red zone drives, 8 touchdowns produced. 3rd and 9. Flags to the end zone, over the head of Dennis Pitta, but a flag might have been a jump. Like maybe Brooks was offsides for the 49ers.
Offside. Defense, number 55. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
Joe Flacco didn't look like he changed his snap count. It's Brooks, because he's inside, just trying to get a jump. A little different position for him. Usually he's outside. That time over the center. A little too impatient here early in the game.
5 wides. Dixon Wide to the right. It's Rice at the bottom of the screen. 3rd and 4. From the 13, Flacco, end zone bound, and he's got a touchdown! Anquan Boldin! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Not a surprise when you look at this. Oh, it's a nice fake inside by Anquan Boldin. He thinks he gets Navarro Bowman watching, thinking he's going across the field. He takes it right up. And Jim, I've heard it 1,000 times this week. When the Ravens get inside that 10-yard line or near it, they're looking to throw the football to Anquan Boldin.
In fact, that play worked for a touchdown against the Patriots in the AFC title game. Extra point is good. What a postseason for Boldin. His 4th touchdown catch in the playoffs. Flacco takes him down the field, and the Ravens put up a touchdown on their first drive. 6-play drive. I mentioned Boldin has 4 touchdowns in the playoffs. That was after 4 all regular season long. Playing in his 2nd Super Bowl was with the Cardinals a few years back.
Well, a drive like that is sure calm the nerves of the football team for the Baltimore Ravens. It really does. I know it's early in the first quarter, but right away it puts pressure on the San Francisco 49ers.
Sucker kick. Time will take a knee. So a 3 and out the first time the Niners had it. Meanwhile, the Ravens march down, get this touchdown. It was verified. He held on to it all the way through it for the touchdown.
Super Bowl 47 on CBS Sports is sponsored by the new smooth and distinctive Budweiser Black Crown. Hyundai, build your dream team with the new 7-passenger Santa Fe from Hyundai. And by Doritos, congratulating our Crash the Super Bowl winners.
Jim Nantz and Bill Sims back here in New Orleans. 49ers being behind, that's been part of the recipe during the playoffs. Behind early against Green Bay, and was down 17 to Atlanta on the road. Overcame it all.
Gators out!
Gore slipped. Loss of 2, maybe a loss of a yard.
Well, Jim, let's go real quick. Anquan Boldin, the inside, the 3 receivers. Why I want to show you this, the 49ers defense has really struggled when teams spread them out. So the Ravens, who don't do it a lot, said today they will let it go and spread them out.
Now the Niners spread it out. Kaepernick from under center, middle of the field, and he's got his man Crabtree. Nice grab by Michael Crabtree, and runs it out for a total of 19.
Boy, Michael Crabtree in the slot inside. The same route we just saw Anquan Boldin run. Came into a middle linebacker, makes a fake. Watch the fake, goes back inside, and Ray Lewis just not fast enough to readjust.
We've got Tuku Atfu in the backfield, 3 backs in all. And that is a tackle again right at the line of scrimmage. Gore met by Ellerby, no gain. Watch the Super Bowl with exclusive online camera angles, including the All-22 and Fan Choice cameras. Check it out now live at cbssports.com/Super Bowl.
So much talk about the option game, the zone read. Of course, Jim, you and I, we brought it up to the Baltimore Ravens and players and coaches, and they go, everybody makes mistakes. They don't know what you're doing. We know how to defend it. We will be ready for it today.
Gore with 4 carries for only 2 yards. On 2nd and 10, it's Gore again. Shifts past the first wave and runs it out for about 9. Anthony Davis with a nice block.
Well, this is about Frank Gore just making people miss. Watch Donnell Ellerby, the inside linebacker. They got the play comes up to make the tackle. Frank Gore, many years in the league, a lot of injuries. Still, quick feet.
3rd and 2. On the 47. And Kaepernick takes off with it. Has the first down. And all the way to the Ravens 43. He ran right behind Mike Upati. Picks up 9 in the first.
Yeah, Mike Upati coming around. Delaney Walker inside. And that was a good fake by Colin Kaepernick. Acting like he was going to throw it outside quick to his left. And then when he takes off straight ahead, look at those blocks. Upati, Delaney Walker.
On first down, Kaepernick now runs it down to the 37. Gain of 7.
Well, this is what you got to worry about. You're a pass rusher against Colin Kaepernick. You've got to stay in your lane. That time, Aloli Nata, no, but Terrence Cody gets pushed out of the way. Nobody open down the field, so he'll take off. To me, he's more dangerous as a scrambler than he is when they run all the zone read plays.
2nd and 3. They're going to bring back Miller on the wing. Kaepernick changing it up now. Goes Gore. And Gore has another first down. 4-yard gain for Gore, who slipped a couple of times before he's been hit.
Yeah, that's him, but he's still quick. He gets by Ray Lewis, and the carry-out fake by Colin Kaepernick. You know, you keep hearing everybody say, well, you got to hit the quarterback. I keep saying, you show me the opportunities to, then you take advantage of it. But Ray Lewis in the hole, nobody blocking him. Can't bring down Frank Gore.
They picked up now 3 first downs on this drive. And Kaepernick down the middle of the field. And at the 10, he's got Vernon Davis. And Ed Reed's upset about it.
Well, Vernon Davis, probably the fastest tight end in the NFL, number 85. And Donnell Ellaby just takes a bad angle at it. And Ed Reed saw it coming all the way, but can't get there in time. And you keep talking about Colin Kaepernick, strong arm, no doubt about it. But I think he has excellent touch on the football. That time, over the linebackers in front of Ed Reed.
I'll tell you who helped make that play happen. Gore picked up a blitzing Bernard Pollard to give Kaepernick the time he needed. 24-yard gain and 1st and goal from the 8. Ted Ginn in the game, but they go up the middle. They try to use him as a decoy. The ball is out, but the whistle. The ball spotted at the 8 for no gain for Gore.
I think one of the things you've got to look for in this game, and I thought would be a big key opponent, well, there's a couple. Taking away the first dive play by the running back before Colin Kaepernick maybe decides to take off with it. But does the Baltimore Ravens defense have enough speed to react in space? And so far that answer is no, because they've been unblocked guys this time.
You saw they're working on Vernon Davis on the sideline, the man who put him inside the 10. Randy Moss in the slot to the right, 2nd and goal. And Kaepernick tucks it under, now throws. It's incomplete. Off the fingertips of Crabtree.
I think these Raven defenders are going to find out what you and I did, Jim, when we watched Colin Kaepernick warm up and watched him in practice. Even when you're unblocked, that time Terrell Suggs, nobody blocks him, but he doesn't even get close to putting a hand on Colin Kaepernick.
An accurate throw here would have been a touchdown. And then Moss, I thought, might have a play on the deflection, but it was wide of him. Kaepernick missed the open man for the touchdown that time. 3rd and goal. Pressure, and Kaepernick is decked. It's Paul Kruger, who has come on since midseason.
Well, this is the Ravens defense in a capsule right here. They are terrific in the red zone. Paul Kruger on the outside. What a jump on the snap count. and Anthony Davis has no chance to get back and get him.
Boy, did he get there in a hurry.
He's the one that they worry about, the 49ers. If you want to double team a pass rusher, you need to double team Paul Kruger.
A lot of folks who are 49er fans worried about David Akers. This from 36. It's been a struggle. Akers kick, though, this time right down the middle. Akers from 36 out. Kruger with the 10-yard sack. Here's a look from our Bud Light cam. That Baltimore defense during the AFC Championship game up in New England allowed only one touchdown by the Patriots in 6 trips they had inside the 25. And that's what you said all week. Bend, but don't break.
Yeah, they bend, and that's right. You know, it's...
Look at Ed Reed going to the locker room. Akers 5 for 5 down in Atlanta and producing touchdowns. And look who's running it out. Number 1 in the league, Jacoby Jones. He gets it out to the 22. Reed may have hurt his knee on this play right here, colliding with Vernon Davis. Both shaken up on the play. Reed's run into the locker room.
Super Bowl 47 on CBS Sports is sponsored by Audi. Bravery, it's what defines us. Audi, truth in engineering. And by GoDaddy.com. Get your domain and website at GoDaddy.com.
Stay tuned to see Beyonce and the Pepsi Super Bowl 47 halftime show. Kicked off by the first fan-made countdown. All right, second series coming up for the Ravens. Beginning at their 22. Playing out the fake. Flacco all the way back to the 8 to throw it. And it's in the hands of Pitta. And a 9-yard gain. We got a report from Solomon Wilcott. Solomon.
Yeah, guys, on the 24-yard catch by Vernon Davis, Ed Reed appeared to have hurt his left knee. Came off complaining. The team trainers took a look at it, and now they've taken him in for further evaluation.
And it looked like Davis hurt his elbow. In fact, that's now the news we're getting. Probable return for Davis. 2nd and 1. And Rice is denied the first. John Harbaugh on that sidelines. 5 seasons. 5 playoffs, 3 times to the AFC Championship game, and now to the Super Bowl. The brothers, in fact, a perfect 7 for 7 as head coaches taking their teams to the postseason. Third and about a half a yard. They're going to run for it. And they get it. As Rice squirms his way for a couple. Well, talking about John Harbaugh, you know, you dream of this game, you know, grow up in a coach's home. There's no words to describe what it's like with your brother on the other sideline, but you have this whole life goal, but then you get there, and yes, it's Jim on the other sideline.
Yeah, how about he says, you don't even think for a minute that Jim has forgotten about last year's game on Thanksgiving, where Baltimore beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Beat them 16-6. So Ed Reed come back out. On first down, it's Rice. In fact, there was only 1 touchdown scored in that matchup last season. That was a touchdown catch by Dennis Pitta. 3-yard gain by Rice. Coming up, the Jeep Super Bowl Today halftime report. JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, Coach Cowher. Their thoughts on the first half. Coming up on the Jeep Super Bowl Today halftime report.
49ers defense is playing pass. They're daring the Ravens to run the football.
Well, they've got a new back in here. He's dangerous, too. The rookie from Temple, Bernard Pierce. His first action. Pass incomplete. He was going to Bolden. Whitner was there with him.
Well, this is their favorite pass play for the Baltimore Ravens. It's either a running back or a wide receiver coming across, and Dante Whitner is ready for it. He reads it. Pass blocking so far for Joe Flacco has been outstanding. Since they shifted this offensive line around at the start of the playoffs, they have been very, very good.
That was the rookie Osimile who sealed off Justin Smith on that one, but an incompletion. Sets up 3rd and 7. Flacco running away from Brooks. And then fires it down the field, and it's caught somehow by Bolden, who starts jawing with Culliver on the catch. Flacco escapes, heaves it down the field, and picks up 31.
Well, Joe Flacco does move around better than people give him credit for it. That's for sure. It's a blitz. You can tell it's going to be a blitz because all the defenders are way off the wide receivers. And how about that? When it's Anquan Bolden, that is not a bad decision because he attacks the football and can make contested catches.
You always say when he's covered, he's open.
He's open, that's right.
1st and 10. Flacco. Again in trouble. Dumps it off to Leach. Defenders are there, and he's dropped back for a loss by Bowman. A loss of 3. Aldon Smith was in on Flacco, and then it was Brooks.
Well, he's a big man. Joe Flacco, Jim, you've talked about it, has never missed a start at any level, any time in his life, and he is moving now. That's about the 3rd or 4th time his pocket movement has helped him.
Coach Jim saying we had him. Final 30 seconds of the 1st quarter, and it's a 2nd and 13. Pocket sealed this time. Flacco works it down the field, and it's incomplete. Looking for Torrey Smith.
Looked like a little double move that time by Torrey Smith. This is another thing you want to do against the 49ers, and that is some illegal contact about 12 to 15 yards down the field by Culliver.
Yeah, no flag.
That contact is not there. He is going to run under that football and catch it.
Ravens have converted on all 3 of their past 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 13, and Flacco, they're going to get him this time. Ray McDonald and Aldon Smith both in there.
Well, they're pushing the pocket back, and that's what they do that time. They just keep hustling, and the Baltimore Ravens trying to pick up the 1st down, going down the field with the football. That's why the 49ers got the sack.
That sack takes him out of field goal range, and that ends the 1st quarter. The quarter ends with Baltimore up 7-3. We'll return to New Orleans after these messages. You're watching Super Bowl 47 on CBS. Jim and John, the reactions on that last play, a sack by the Niners. And they had just an incompletion. You're talking about a 55-yard field goal try. Tucker on the year was 4 out of 4 from beyond 50. So you think they likely would have gone for a field goal?
Yeah, I don't know. My guess would have been no, Jim, just because the 49ers, the way they moved the football last time, I think they would have punted it away.
Cook in to punt it. Again is back deep. Cook outstanding at pinning teams, but this time he flies it into the end zone. Only a net of 22. And there are the Harbaughs who have had quite a busy week here. Jack and Jackie. Papa Jack.
Reed is back in.
And Grandma Yahi here with their 2 sons, their daughter, and 10 grandchildren. Ed Reed is back in. Kaepernick. Oh, what a pass. It's Davis running away from Pollard. Did that pass have some zip on it or what?
tell you, we said he's faster than we thought when you watch him in person. And how about this throw? That's the one thing. If Colin Kaepernick could not run the football, he would still be a top-flight NFL quarterback. Because his throwing ability is, I'll tell you, it's special.
Good for 29. Second big catch by Davis. No, when you say he fires it on a play-by-play call, you mean it.
Yeah, it's one time, it's true.
Here he is again, firing it back to Davis. Getting away from Ray Lewis, and another first down. Gain of 11. I tell you, it's really chippy out here, too. After the play is over, we're seeing it now on a couple, 3 occasions.
Well, let's don't forget who coaches these teams.
Yes, right.
So, I think John and Jim Harbaugh, they both had a hard time even being cordial to each other this week because they teach their teams to be on edge.
Last 2 plays have gone to Davis. Both plays he's recovered by Lewis. He's picked up 40 yards over those last 2 plays. Surrounding Kaepernick, who sticks it into the arms of LaMichael James. He's got another 8.
Yeah, LaMichael James so fast, but when you play this read option, it's just like so many running teams we see. It's the backside people. That time, Haloti Ngata goes up the field, and he opens up a hole for LaMichael James to run into.
Niners with a 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
First down, and Gore finally knocked down by Ellerby. Another 7 yards.
Well, you see, there's a good shot of the option, and even though they have people in position, you're catching the box. That time, watch Miller as he comes up in the line of scrimmage. He hits Daniel Ellerby while Ellerby makes the tackle, but it's way down the field by the time he can separate.
And Kaepernick was hit by Suggs after he handed it off.
Of course, that is not illegal, but you can assume that he has the ball after he hands it off. He takes a couple steps, you can still hit him.
On first down, it's James trying to go wide, and he got away. Ball is out, and it's fallen on by Jones. Right over by that Baltimore bench. Are they going to say they already whistled him down?
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Baltimore for a first down Baltimore.
Arthur Jones, who had a fumble recovery up in New England in the AFC Championship game, has one here. Was he down or did the ball? Oh, the ball's clearly out. Rookie Courtney Upshaw. Watch him poke this ball out.
Well, Jim, you and I talked about it coming into this game. After watching the Ravens for so many games, and then seeing them play the New England Patriots 2 weeks ago, when one guy is tackling, it's the second hitter. They are absolutely awesome at doing that. It's almost like the first tackler holds them up, and then who's going to be the first guy there to make that second hit?
James' second fumble of the postseason. It's Pierce. And it's Willis on him, but a gain of about 5. With NFL Game Rewind, watch replays of every game from the 2012 season, including the playoffs and Super Bowl 47 on your laptop or tablet. For more information, text REWIND to 55171. 2 tight ends, Benjamin and Dixon. And Pierce. Impressive looking rookie runner. And he's about a foot shy of a first.
You know, you talk about Pierce, a running back, and Jim Caldwell, the offensive coordinator, said before they were playing the Washington Redskins, he almost feels the ground shake as somebody runs behind him. He turns and he sees it's Bernard Pierce. So what he is saying, how hard he sticks his foot into the ground. That's why when people hit him, he's able to break those tackles.
3rd and a foot. He's lined up right behind the fullback, Leach. Will they go to him for a 3rd straight play? Yes, they do, and he has the first. You always tell me you follow Leach, you follow the football.
You got it. It's pretty simple. If you're a linebacker, just watch number 44. And that's what you do too, Jim. Linebackers, I don't care if they're all pros or what they play. Every time it was Navarro Bowman, I think, that when you see Vontae Leach coming at you, you better find a way to get under him or get around him.
Smith to the near side. Bolden in the slot. 1st and 10. Over to Pitta. Pitta has a nice gain of about 8. He's turning into quite a weapon, this Dennis Pitta, who's a very close pal of the quarterback.
Yeah, likes to go out to dinner twice a week with Joe Flacco, and as you and I talk about the game, Torrey Smith has been so good on the outside. He draws attention from two defensive backs, and that has opened up Dennis Pitta.
2nd and 2. Pierce near the first. He was walloped by Willis.
Well, I'd say that time Patrick Willis did his job. And he said early when he started playing with the 49ers, they weren't that good. He took a lot of chances on the defensive side. But they have so many good players over there now. All he has to do is his assignment. And that was a terrific tackle.
Well, they're moving the chains. It's a 1st down. You look at Willis. We met with him this week. He gained weight for this game.
How about that? That just shows you that. I heard Shannon Sharp talk about the 49ers. They are in unbelievable shape as a football team. And if they're playing an offense that's going to run it, Patrick Willis picks up about 3 extra pounds to get himself and get ready for it.
On 1st down, Flacco. Is a long ball coming? No. Mid-range, and it's caught. Dixon caught it on the rebound. Bobbled it for a moment and has 23.
Joe Flacco saw Terrell Brown coming from the outside. So what does he do? He makes Ed Dixon turn and catch it off his back shoulder. What a catch by Dixon, but what a terrific throw by Joe Flacco.
And the Ravens now inside the 30 as Rice returns to the backfield. They go Rice. Rice dribbling down to the 22.
Well, the 49ers, this team, this defense, they're always bigger and better than the teams they play a lot of times. I know they had some tough competition this year, but this offensive line of the Baltimore Ravens, Jim, we've already talked about it, how it just rounded into shape at the perfect time, and they are athletic and big.
Gain 7. He hurdled right over his left guard, Osimile, to pick up the yardage, and Flacco has Dixon for the 2nd time on this drive, and a flag is out. Going to be flagged on Whitner.
This tells you never know who's going to catch the football or be.
Personal foul, tackling by the face mask. Defense, number 31. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic 1st down.
We keep talking about Torrey Smith. Well, you get a definite face mask as you see at that time. And Dennis Pitta, and there's Ed Dixon